through sort of a similar game last year against UNLV at UNLV. How do you bounce back from that sort of drubbing on the road?
Uh, man, I know when we played UNLV last year, I think we had you know, not so much easy game the next game after that. But I just feel like that kind of gave us confidence that game after UNLV last year. But obviously, we're coming off, a bad loss to Wisconsin. And we're playing another great team in UNLV. So I just feel like we just have to focus this week, have better practices. We all feel like last week's practices just they weren't intense. There was no intensity there, and I just feel like we're all lackadaisical. And I mean, the coaches told us that we were going to get that, going to Wisconsin because of the practices that we had, that we're going to lose bad, if we kept practicing like that. And you saw the results on Sunday.
So if they told you that, all of you, why did it continue to happen?
Honestly, I don't even know. I guess I don't know. I don't want to say that we're pretty excited that we're off to a good start. I don't want to say that because we knew that the competition was going to get a lot harder. But honestly, I just felt like we all weren't engaged into practice like that, including myself. I feel like there were times we'll be serious for, spurts in practices, but not the full practice. And I just feel like we just have to do a better job in practice.
Richard, can you talk about what you have coming up now? You have UNLV and then Creighton. And Coach Montgomery was just in here and said he thinks both of them are better than the team you just played.
Yeah, definitely excited. Yeah, getting ready to go into play UNLV. We just have to have a better week of practice. We didn't prepare like we should have for Wisconsin in practice, like he said, and the results showed. So, now we got that loss under our belt. We're all a little pissed off about it, and so we just going to come into practice with a new mindset and just try to get after each other a little bit, make each other better so we can prepare properly for UNLV.
What specifically, what do you have to work on, Richard?
I got to be more aggressive, and I got to be more physical. I just got to play through contact.
More what?
Play through contact. We all got it. We, right now, Coach talked to us a little bit about us being a little soft. So we all got a little chip on our shoulder now. We got to get after it, and we got to step it up. We got to play like the team we're capable of playing like.
You think he's right?
Yeah, definitely. Against Wisconsin, we was soft. They was getting every loose ball. They was jumping over our backs, and they wasn't calling nothing. And they were playing through contact. They was fouling us. They wasn't calling nothing. And we were, we was complaining. We weren't responding the way that we needed to respond to win that game. And so, yeah, I think Coach was right.
So you guys know we just got one more minute with these guys.
Whoa. Well then, Richard, talk about your impressions of Mike Mosier, who will you be guarding him some?
Probably so, yeah.
What do you remember about him from last year?
I remember. I know he's a good athlete. He could shoot the ball a little bit. I didn't get to play that game because I had a foot injury, but I watched them and I watched how they played against us, and just hopefully we're gonna have a better week of practice. And I'm just gonna try to be physical and take him out of his rhythm, take him out of his game, and hopefully we get that win.
Richard, is it within you to be that kind of a physical presence down there?
Yeah.
It's just a matter of.
It's a mindset. That's all it is. It's mental. If you go into a game mentally prepared, nothing's going to really stop you or affect you, I feel like. And you just got to be aggressive. You got to be the one to make contact and not be the one that's other people are hitting first. You got to hit first.
Alan, do you remember, what do you remember about UNLV and how good will they be?
They're an athletic team. I do know that they don't have the same players that they had last year. They're a pretty young team. And, it's going to be a good road test for them. I know that they really haven't been on the road this year. So, and hopefully we have a packed house. I know that once we get a packed house for a good game, their energy really feeds off onto us. But like Richard said, it was an embarrassing loss that we're coming off of. And, we already get bad criticism about the Pac-12 or West Coast. We're soft and we really can't compete with, the big-name schools and all that stuff. So I guess, like, these next two games that are coming up would definitely be, an opportunity for us to, change people's mindsets.
Do you think that's important when you get down toward the end of the season and the NCAA committee's looking at your body of work and looking at this three-game stretch against the three best teams you're going to play outside the league and sort of evaluate you based partly on that at least?
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, they're going to look at the non-conference, and like you said, Wisconsin is a good team. UNLV and Creighton, these three games are obviously the best three games on our non-conference schedule, and obviously we'll be playing teams like this in the NCAA. So Like I said, we just gotta get a better week of practice in. You know, it's not like we can't compete with these teams. We all confident. We all have the talent there. So we just have to put it into execution and make it happen.